Well, hey, see, it looks like there are areas where I still haven't finished the glass work, but I got impatient and I just want to take a polar bear home. So far, I have found that there isn't really enough room in a standard sized nether portal to get a bear home nicely, especially if you only have one face of the nether portal open. It's not so much of an issue if you can get access to the nether portal from both sides, but if you've built the nether portal, say, up against a wall, it's a prime way to end up with a polar bear killing itself in the wall when it goes through. So I've already lost one polar bear, and oh, why did that happen? Oh, there's a block there that's sticking out into the, oh drat. So yes, that polar bear has now taken one notch of damage because I haven't left the train track quite wide enough. Though it's making me feel really proud of myself that I made the train track as wide as I did and with enough like room for things to stick out sideways, because that bear is more perched on the minecart than it is, look at that, than it is riding in it. They seem to be able to ride in boats but not in minecarts. I'm trying to figure that out because the boats don't really look that much bigger, but I don't know. It's just, I'm really glad for Minecraft physics, because otherwise right now that bear would have died of heat exhaustion, driving through a hell dimension where there's absolutely no ice. Yeah, he'd be even crankier than a special agent without their martini. Even when we lose the noble beasts, we'll still have pixelated versions. Okay, now I'm feeling sad. So anyway, I get to keep this polar bear. And still haven't collected the glass to finish that off. Oh, there's a bit missing over there too. Oh, well. Anybody else feeling sick from the wiggles? Oh, it's making that polar bear butt go woggle, woggle, woggle. What can you see, polar dude? Oh, the other thing is that I stuck a name tag on my little white foxes. I brought one white fox back and I managed to breed it to my orange foxes to make two white foxes, which is easier than having to transport two white foxes. So I now have three white foxes and two red foxes, and I have put name tags on the two adult white foxes. One is called Schnee, which is German for snow, and the other one is called Yuki. But now this is the bit where things get dodged. Come back here, you. Yeah, I forgot that you can actually put Chinese characters into Minecraft without it pitching a fit, which is quite good. And it means that I can use Japanese words on. Come here. I can use Japanese words on name tags, which is what I've done with my Arctic fox. I have a little Arctic fox that is called Snow, written in Japanese, which is the same as the Chinese character for snow. So that is anything what has happened. Keep moving, bar. Come on. Need to get you to a powered rail. As for you, this is like jumping on a skateboard. That other one's already off. Come back here! Luckily, when you don't have any body in it, you don't have enough mass for it to keep going, and it doesn't have enough oomph to get to the next powered rail. So generally the minecarts don't get away on me, unless they've got villagers or zombie pigmen or something silly in them. And occasionally they, when I had my last well-used world, had a giant ravine with a railway track that ran through the middle of it, and occasionally spiders would drop out of the ceiling and land inside the minecarts. So that was occasionally funny when you're wandering along mining some iron and all of a sudden the minecart whistles by with a spider in it. So that's a thing that happened. I actually got a screen cap of it at one point and used that as an online user picture on a Minecraft forum that I seldom ever use anymore. So nearly there, getting close to home. Really close to home, as I said last time. I cruised through here and looked at the fact that there are fence posts in the ceiling, because that's what I happened to have in my pockets when I was making the tunnel. And I didn't really want to be shot through the hole by a ghast that was just outside the window. Righty ho, and now I shall end your containment in the thing. Hopefully I can break this without hitting the bear. And now that's going to become a... Oh shit! It's going to get angry at me. Oh bother. Oh bother. Could I do it that way? Are you still in a train track thingy? You're still in the... Oh man. Oh, is it growling at me? How do you unaggro a bear? Oh man, what's with your hitbox? Why didn't I think of this? Right, what happens if I pull? Are you now out? Whoop, you're out. Cool. Don't die. Head into the portal. Right, I've got my two thingies and then I've got to fix this up. Oof. Kind of liking the fact that the world doesn't really exist until you get to it. Which means that that bear could be waiting forever and it wouldn't really be an issue. And I've just got that. Okay. Alright, I'll just leave that there so that I can find it next time I come back here. And I decided it would be a good idea to have a spare one of these lying around at one point. In some of my train tracks I have chests that just have like piles of important things that I might need at some point in high frequency areas, but sometimes I just want to leave an extra minecart in case one gets, I don't know, abducted by a zombie pigman or something. Nudged by someone wandering onto the tracks. Uh-oh. Did it die? It died. Wow, it drops fish when it dies. So that was a bit of a... Don't know how I'm gonna do this, and I don't really feel like trying to drag it on a lead however many kilometers. It's gonna be problematic. Oh dear. Oh well, I'll come and I'll show you what I've done with the foxes. This is not my normal method of walking, but it is a shortcut to get back to my farm, and I have a good vantage from up here. So ta-da! Over there you can see I have my new snowy area. My ridiculous chicken pen, and my stock pens seem to be quite full at the moment. So at some point I may wish to cull those and process their loot into cooked whatsits. What have I done? Oh, I never finished the rabbit pen. Well, that was a bit silly. Oh well, they don't seem to be going anywhere. Still trying to get some black and white bunnies. Actually, I'll just grab me some carrots. La 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 la. Quick. Right, and then feed my buns and see if I can get a black and white bun. You and you. Do you have a black and white bunny, or am I just killing your progeny? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I think I'm killing your progeny. So I'm going to get in there and start killing me some white bunnies. You've got entirely too many white bunnies and they're entirely the wrong colour. Get behind me! She's going to try and end us! It's okay, Bun. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, and I've got this here, which probably oughtn't to be, because I was in there going, why can't I get out? And the thing is, because normally I get out here. Yeah, it's hard to jump when you got a fence on top of your head. Yeah, it helps if you hold down the button. Alright. Alright, let's go have a look at these foxes. So yeah, up here's where I have the polar bear enclosure set up. At one point I had a snow golem in it, which was helping me to snow the area. I chucked a lead on it and I took it for a walk. This area got blown up by a creeper and I just chucked some snow down to cover it. But anyway, here I've got some little foxes and they spend most of their time sleeping, and they like to sleep under the trees, and seeing as that's the only portion of the foliage that they can get in underneath, they tend to want to sleep underneath that part of the tree. I'm really tempted to trim off some tree from elsewhere and extend where the leaves come to so that they'll hang around and under here. But anyway, I have... It's not showing me the... Not showing me the little name taggy doodads. Weird. Anyway, they have name tags. Oh, yep, there you go. You can see Schnee. It's just inside the Schnee. And see, there it goes, right there. Can you see where it's written there? Up there. Yeah. That says Yuki. So there's Yuki and Schnee and their little baby, who is it full size now? It's probably full size now. And these are the foods, and they actually harvest those berries, which is just exciting for me. It's not an exciting thing, but it's exciting for me. So there, blah. And yeah, I'm gonna go and grab my shears from downstairs and actually grab that. Looks like this once was a tree and has decided not to decay because it's stuck next to that tree, which makes it perfect for the foliage I want to collect and put into the fox enclosure so that they have more snoozing space. So, because I have an enclosure with... Oh man, do I have this many wild chickens wandering around? That's just not cool. Because I have this enclosure with all the different colours of sheep, I have just inside here a sheep drawer, and that's where the shears are supposed to live. So it seems I'm already carrying the shears. What do you do with feathers apart from make arrows? You do feather falling potions with them? I have entirely too many feathers, and I really wish that I could make like pillows and stuff with them, because that would be super cool. If I could make cushions, then I could chuck them around the place, and cats could come and sleep on them or something. It would be nice. It would give me more to play with. Not that I ever want more to play with, because when things get complicated I get overwhelmed. Right, so I was going to snip that thing down there that I didn't even just pay attention to. Alright. You, Bush, I'm here to give you a haircut. Snip there. Snippity snip. How much did I need? Probably only 3, but I'm going to keep going. Wee sploosh. That was what I was after. That's the computer telling me that I'm just about out of room for video recording. Oh no. Oh well, that poor polar bear. Really wish you could breed polar bears with, like, fish. Would make sense. Makes sense to my little adult brain. Alright. I'll have some spruce leaves, and spruce leaves go. Oh, that was what I was trying to avoid doing. Yeah, alright. Ouch. Right, so they'll enjoy having all that, like, space to do the little foxy snoozes in. I probably shouldn't have damaged my snow. Oh well. Come on, eef, oof. Eef, oof. Right. So, they'll hopefully be cute. And I'll just show you where my red foxes are in their little enclosure down here. Whoop! Just about leapt it off down the hillside. That would be not a good look. 8. So, hey, I don't remember this tree being here. It must be a new one that I chucked in when I was digging things up. This is my red fox enclosure. It's got, see, little things that they like to sleep under, so that's worked out really well for them, and I think it looks quite cool. So, hi guys. Occasionally I will lob eggs in there, and they will hatch into baby chickens, and then the foxes will hunt them, which I think looks cute, even if it's kind of